I've been doing winter sewing this morning. I didn't take any pictures. I'm doing such a little bit at a time that it's not worth grabbing the camera in. I did it before the sun was up, so the lighting wasn't good. Wherever you want. I'm going to open one and the other one's going to be stored.
There's more on this side?
Wherever, it doesn't matter.
You already got a bunch. Mole. Come. There we go, what's up? Groove. Go. Good kid. Keep. Go.
Board fell down.
Yeah, they're not down trying to jump up there.
Look at all that. I was going to leave it there. Where were we going to put it?
I don't know. Maybe get into the can.
Oh, you have to fill that up. See that bill on this hat? It covers my ears and the bill covers my eyes from the wind when I'm walking through. And I have a scarf that I can breathe into. Yeah, the bill works, I think. I haven't freshened that side up, but there's probably should carry the scissors over there. But look how nice this looks. Oh my goodness. The ducks, they make a mess. So when I shut the tarps, the wet mess is on the outside and the dry fluffy stuff is on the inside. And tomorrow I'm going to get the rake and rake out the bottom of the shelf and put the water under there. Try to keep it dry for the really cold nights. We're going below 0 Fahrenheit. We're letting the duckies go both sides. We're fixing it so they can get under the corner, but the roosters have to stay on this side. If they really wanted to, they could get over here. I've seen them jump the fence before. Kind of a fly jump over. It's a chili. Very tasty. One of my favorite chilies this year. And I have a seed pod. Eucalyptus are done. They'll stay there until spring. I checked on greenhouse 2 and it's, not worth showing you. Temperatures are going to be below 0. That's, 35, 40 degrees below freezing. Snow and then a cold front blows in. My sage row is covered. Burlap. Rosemary. No, not rosemary. Lavender. I had just moved it. That's why I've been babying it. I love my neighbor's row of trees. Beautiful. Took her a weekend to put all those in. A landscape company did it. I brought ashwaganda in the house this year. The growing season wasn't a good full-length growing season for long season crops. So I brought them in to get seeds. So this one only has one seed on it. But the one in the greenhouse had a handful of seeds. That's important for next year's crop. This is my pepper. Last year's pepper plant. I put some seeds in this pot. Pepper seeds. Chili pepper. Where'd the seed pod go? Oh. Seed pod. So I sprinkled them all around where there's empty space, and one came up. And this is dry. I need to water that. Amaryllis baby bulb. So I think I'd have more than one baby pepper plant if I kept this better watered. Air plants, I don't know if they're going to come back, but I never keep them long enough to see if they come back, so I'm leaving them there. So I pulled the seeds in this month, January, ashwaganda. So a good ripe seed is red. And a lot of times you can see the red through the paper that holds the seed. I have grown ashwaganda from some that weren't quite red yet. They were, what were they, brown, dark green? I mean, if that's all you got to try what you got. And that's how I ended up with these plants. It's my last couple seeds, and they weren't red, but they did produce, so it's always worth a shot. And around it, the small ashwaganda that didn't go into the ground that were still in pots got put in here to save space. So I've got 1, 2, 3. And they have had spider mites, so they have lost foliage, which I think they would do anyway. But there's new growth. And I've just been pulling off the not healthy leaves. And there's new growth on top. And I have topped these too because of the spider mites. I took the webby part off. And they're regrowing. I just double checked them. And there's no spider mites. I did spray them recently with soap and water. So yeah, new growth, alive. You can winter ashwaganda in the house. I also have some in my overflow area, which is the stairway leading to the apartment. And I have some in the greenhouse. I left a couple small ones in greenhouse 2. The foliage died back. I was just experimenting because I had so many to see if they would winter. And that's double wrapped. The greenhouse has extra plastic in the middle. That's a bud. Another flower coming out. This plant's seeded, so I have a bunch of baby ones from this plant that are, I think, going on 4 years old. I am really hoping they bloom soon. This one in the window. Another one over here. The leaves are different, but all the seeds came from the same plant. They just they're not genetically the same when you seed them. And I have a little one, and I have these in the overflow area too. They do well in both places. Forgot about this one. I showed this one. No, I showed a different one in the stairway when I was walking upstairs from the garden. I picked up a bulb at Tractor Supply, 75% off. It's a pink one. Soaked it in water in this foliage can. It's like white with a bit of pink in it. Apple blossom. Pretty. So it was just a dry bulb. So that's why I soaked it. Now I'm going to put it in dirt, and it's going to take a while for it to straighten out. The beautiful white one I had not long ago was the exact same thing. Tractor Supply, dry bulb. And it was crooked the same way. It straightened out. Confederate Jasmine. It's a climber. Or you can put it in a hanging basket and let it trail down. I was thinking about putting it on the middle of my deck and letting it trail down. The deck rail. You can trim these down in a shrub form, and they would be about 3 foot by 3 foot tall and wide. They have white clusters of flowers, kind of like a phlox, little clusters of phlox looking flowers. Or they can climb up a wall or trellis. They can be trained depending on how big or small the space is. I got a deal on it. I've never had one. I've just been reading. I got a good deal on it. It's new growth. It blooms in the spring. If you're local, I got it at Kroger. I don't know if all the Kroger stores have the same types of plants. So, yeah, exciting. I mean, there's not much gardening going on right now. Getting closer to the end of January. My ferns are looking poorly. Not sure I ever had a fern in the house before. But I've cut these back several times. Just cutting off the dead parts. I think I'm not watering it enough, which is, typical of me. So I have one that looks really good. So yeah, I do not think I've ever wintered a fern. And I'm not doing a great job, but I'm going to try harder to keep them watered. Oh, look. There's little bulbs. Little amaryllis bulbs came off the big one. I took them off before I planted it. I usually don't do baby bulbs this way, but I am today. I added new dirt to this pot. Should help. Completely cut back my manvilla. Like I do with all cuttings, I'm going to try to propagate them.